Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. You'd be surprised to find out how hard it is to find a rolling chair in this town. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Chocolate Report, where we give you chocolate news straight, no chaser. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, your host, Jackson Z. Jackson. And I thank you for tuning in. First up in chocolate news. CNN commentator Roland Martin gets suspension lifted. Professional asshole Roland Martin can now thank sweet baby Jesus that CNN has lifted his suspension. You all may remember that Martin was under fire for his Super Bowl comments on Twitter, allegedly promoting violence against homosexuals. Now, the gay mafia soon had another public figure to add to its list of very, very bad people, with some criticizing the suspension and others lauding it. Well, reports show that the CNN staff was alerted via conference call at 10 a.m. That his suspension was lifted. Now, I know we've all been waiting to hear Martin's thoughtful expertise on absolutely nothing. This just end on my invisible hearing piece. No? Not one person? No one missed him? No? Oh. Okay, well, let's move on quickly then. In other chocolate news. Documents reveal the identity of Harvard's first African-American graduate. Documents that tell the story of Harvard's first graduate, who was a black man, were found in the trunk in the attic of an abandoned home on Chicago's South Side. Now, hidden in the attic that a man named Rufus McDonald was contracted to clear before the home's 2009 demolition was a trunk. Inside this trunk were papers of Richard T. Greener, the first African American to graduate from Harvard, pictured here. Kind of looks like my cousin. Historians thought the documents were lost in the 1906 San Francisco earthquake because Greener had passed through at the time. They were astonished to learn in the past week that Greener's 1870 Harvard diploma, water damaged but intact, his law license, photos, and papers, all connected to his diplomatic role in Russia and his friendship with President Ulysses S. Grant, have survived. Harvard admitted him as an experiment, according to historian Michael Mounter, which is a good historian name, Michael Mounter, who wrote a PhD thesis on Greener. Greener initially struggled, but eventually thrived. He made allies, including U.S. Senator Charles Sumner, and won prizes for public speaking and essays. McDonald said the find gave him goose flesh, which is a fancy word for goose bumpity bumps. McDonald was offered money on the spot for his incredible find, but declined. Another chocolate news. A 14-year-old boy is set to be charged as an adult in the murder of his own mother. Joshua Smith of Detroit is being handed down an adult charge of first-degree murder in the shooting of his mother, Tamiko Robinson. Now, when asked why he shot his mother, Joshua said that he was tired of being called names. The two were involved in an argument before a shotgun belonging to the boy's stepfather was used in the murder. Smith's younger sister and stepfather were in the house at the time of the shooting. Smith's arraignment is set for Thursday. I don't know what's going on today with these kids, whatever happened to just dropping a piece of ice on the floor and, accidentally putting it in your mother's drink when she pissed you off. Hey, Mom. Wasn't me. I was just story that I heard somewhere. Love you. Shaking my head. The story is developing. We'll keep you posted. Another chocolate news. Shoe came off there. Okay. Jacob Akai, or Akay, the child soldier survivor featured in the now viral Kony 2012 video, speaks. Now, Jacob talked with ABC News Friday about the ordeal and the video that was shot almost 8 years ago. The video, which has been viewed on YouTube more than 50 million times in under 5 days, has put Kony and Uganda on the media microscope and the world stage. Producers are hoping that the momentum building around the video will help bring down Kony and the rebel group. Now, the video itself has suffered some criticism, some praising the efforts, some still a little skeptical. But Jacob, insert last name here, Jacob, I can't pronounce it. Jacob was 13 when the video was shot. And he's also featured in the video, for those that don't know. He's now 21 and studying law in the same Uganda he once feared. Quote, "It's a good life, a really good life," he told ABC News. Quote, "I have so many nice friends." Jacob expressed some uncertainty regarding Kony capture, the Kony capture of Kony. He said, quote, "I still don't know when it will end," he said about captured Kony. The more time is ticking, the more people are dying. The more people are suffering, still suffering. I completely jacked that quote up. Let's begin again. Quote, "I still don't know when it will end," he said. The more time is ticking, the more people are dying, the more people are still suffering. There we go. The more people are being abducted. Now, we'll continue to update you as the story develops further. But we all hope that whatever's going down in Uganda is soon stopped and that the child soldiers are returned to their chocolate homes and families. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Chocolate Report, where we give you the news straight, no chaser. Tell a friend, and shake a hand, shake a hand. And as always, have a pleasant tomorrow, and most importantly, stay chocolate. Bow, 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 bow.